Truthfully, like, I think my relationship with the gaming world, I was wary to take the role because there are people in my life, including really painful ex-boyfriend and things like that, where my exposure to gaming world and like the kind of vibe that I got from it, I didn't particularly feel drawn to it, or it didn't feel safe to me. I had a happy childhood with video games because that's all like Tetris and Super Mario and Zelda and Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Fully aging myself right now. But as like games got more sophisticated and more in depth, and like in my college and early adulthood life, those memories kind of made me scared, to be honest. It made me scared to take the role because I was like, what kind of game is it going to be? Accent, I don't know what the game is. I was worried about like, what kind of character am I going to be hired to play, and am I going to feel good about that? I'm really a big believer in like energy and manifestation and putting intentions out there. I wanted to work with excellent artists. I want to work with like the best of the best, because it's not necessarily people who are out to like make the biggest box office hit or whatever. These are people who really care about the art, either storytelling, about characters, about design, about sound, about light, about emotion. I'm obsessed with that. So when I got to play this and I realized what it was, and getting to discover how multi-dimensional she is, how layered she is, how much care they put into her story, it genuinely gave me a lot of really good feelings that I was not expecting. It took a while for me to like grasp what are the different endings. When I do work, like I'm in the moment. Sometimes I black out. I don't remember what I said. There's times where we get into a new session and I'm listening back on lines I recorded and I literally forget that I said that. I was like, "Oh, that's my voice." And I was like, y'all didn't AI me, right? I remember my heart being broken hearing V talk to her, struggle with what to do. I started crying. And like when she goes, then that ending where V decides to like end it, like I cried. I really feel really touched. And people have told me, I've gotten messages and tweets saying like grown men, they're like, I've been gaming for 40 years or like what, for decades, and I've never cried because of a character until you. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a really profound thing